serve. On the visiting Voyagers sideline stands their head coach. This side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. And on the Oilers sideline, let's look at their head coach. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And we're off and running from Houston. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
As you take, making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First down from the 42.
14 yards. That's good for Oklahoma City. First down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busted.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Oilers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. They give it to him again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Oilers about set to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Voyagers, the running back Damian Pierce, ready for their next drive. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. They send a tight end in motion. Pierce up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one gains 7. And that's good for a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And Oklahoma City, first down.
They go play action on first down. Ball finds his running back. This is Damian Martinez. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on second.
At the 43-yard line.
Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Oklahoma City, first down.
Throwing it again here. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The Oilers were considering a challenge pretty quickly after that call, and now the flag is out.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. Sticking to the air here. And he's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. 4th down. They're going to throw for it. He connects downfield. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Martinez
reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. The Voyagers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All in left side. Shoots away from one. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent. Is just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Chased out to him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
I'll throw it. It is caught left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Houston in just a moment.
Ready up.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Has a man downfield. This is Washington. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make the play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Back to the well again. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series. Quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. Let's go. 18. Let's go.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Oilers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told him to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that fourth down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. Hey, Kate, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away. You can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed back to the field. And it sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 5 before going out. Offense to line. This is second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the gun, here's Pierce. Still has some space inside the 35. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up third and 4. They're going to try and throw it here. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's good.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Pass play now. Galloping inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
A gain of 17
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down.
He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Throwing from the gun. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. 4th down, pass coming. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Oilers get some late points and the lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers take a 4-point lead.
The score, Oilers 14, Voyagers 10.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Hamler on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Here he is on 3rd and short. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And, hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category.
Got it. Ready?
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 65.
They'll throw to start the drive. Quick slant, caught by Washington. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Voyagers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach, but yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
That one right down the middle. And the Voyagers push their lead to 3. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
60 by 6.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Caught by his back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Connecting on the slant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Following the penalty, the kick moves up and he sends it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He's back to throw. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with...
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. In the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 5 brings up second and...
Back to throw now. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on third down there with the sack. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. Another drive coming up for this offense.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll throw to begin this drive. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
That's good for an Oklahoma City first down.
He's going to throw this one. That's cut at the 4. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Voyagers grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers push their lead to 3.
Oilers 21.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Complete to Malik Washington.
They'll run it from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He was brought down by Justin.
Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Another carry for him. He only can get his yard here, but it's going to be 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Back to throw it. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Everybody rushing back to the line.
To Malik Washington. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 17.
Setting up to throw. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Incomplete. Junior Colson there on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
He'll throw it. Throw is caught by the back. And taken down right along the 30. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And look at this, 9 yards and a nice 1st down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
21-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
They run again with Wright. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Try to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Shut up. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
In the red zone on 1st. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
19.
Looking to throw here. Looking slant route, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They break the huddle at 2nd down now.
2nd down at the 12-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. He rolls to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Oilers take a 3rd quarter lead.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Oilers take a 4-point lead.
28. Voyagers 24.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On the carry, it's Pierce. And he's going to have about 2. It's second down now.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Let's go now.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Lambert Smith now in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They motion the tight end over. Takes the second down snap. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's their ball to begin the fourth, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Putting a receiver in motion. Third down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And that last impressive touchdown drive, now they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. They go play action on first down. Gets everything he has under this one. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers now lead by 10.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one right down the middle. And the Oilers drive their lead to 11.
24.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. In motion the slot man right.
First down, Oklahoma City.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Number 85. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 42.
Second down now. They need 7.
60 even, 60. Let go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
No throw, 3rd and long. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And that is a great stop to denying the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Throwing on 2nd. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Oilers push their lead to 18.
42. Voyagers 24.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Their offense running back out now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass is caught by Lambert Smith. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives him the 1st. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Keandre Lambert Smith on the target. So that brings up 2nd down. They're going to throw out of the gun. Pass it downfield, working the left. And that is a touchdown. The Voyagers get it back to within 2 possessions. Extra point attempt coming up.
The kicker on for the extra point.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Thanks to the penalty, they'll kick it away from further up the field. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half.
Ready up.
All set to go now from the 35. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. He's making a bid for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Makai Blackman on the coverage.
Handoff now from the gun. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. All set now, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Washington. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And you know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds Martinez on the drop down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Martinez. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Voyagers losing by 14.
1st down, Voyagers.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And he goes down a little short of the 40. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup.
He's dropping back to throw. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. He's going to throw it again. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for Oklahoma City.
Mentioning the tight end now.
1st and goal at the 9-yard
On the red zone, on 1st. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And it's picked up by the defense. Their offense going to take over in much better field position as they get a bunch on that fumble return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only 1 timeout remaining to stop it. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They'll try the middle with Gordon. He will have the 1st down there. They can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for them.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a 1st down.
And out to Gordon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort.